All right, so let's get the show started. How are you all doing this morning? All right. Good morning, everyone. Looks like we're live, so hello, one, hello, all. Come and speak English. Everybody keeps calling me on Facebook, David, I want to speak English. So I said, okay, calm down. We're going to have live chats on Zoom so everyone can join us, so you can come and speak English to practice your English speaking skills. So here we are. If you want to join us, hop on Zoom. The link is in the Facebook group, so you can join us there in the Facebook group, Learn English Like a Maven. Click the link and come talk with me on Zoom. Now, obviously, you have to have the Zoom app downloaded on your cell phone or on your computer. So, but if you have that, just click the link and you can come speak English with me. All right, Muhammad says, how are you? I'm doing great, Muhammad. Thank you very much. How about yourself? How are you doing today? All right, so let me show you my screen here so we can get started. Let me find where I'm at. Here we are. Share the screen. We can go over some stuff. All right, 2 people have already entered the waiting room. 3. Ahmad, Chenyi Chen, and Amalek Khan. All right, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Hello. If you're there, you can go ahead and say something. So let me just real quickly show you all. I was just going through the group here, answering a bunch of questions. So if you're at the group Learn English Like a Maven, just come down here to the first post here. So you click this link and you can come speak with me live on Zoom. So let's see who's here already this morning. Hey, everyone. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you all doing
Bad to
today?
hear.
Good morning.
Evening.
Good evening, right? Yes. For some of you, it's already good evening. For others, it's good afternoon. So great to see you all here, no matter what time it is. Welcoming everyone who's watching also. We've got Hanis, Vitols, we've got Hafizullah, Jamil, everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube as well. So welcome everyone. So what do you
You're
all want
most
to
welcome.
talk about today?
Okay, so haven't you decided any topic today for today?
Any topic. I didn't choose a topic today. This is just free conversation. We're just here to talk.
Okay.
Everybody says they want to speak. David, I want to speak. I want to speak. So I say, come on, you guys come on. We will speak. We can talk about anything you want. Yesterday, somebody wanted to talk about how to develop fluency, right? So that was what we talked about yesterday. I think Muhammad was the one who requested that topic. So you guys can choose another topic today. Let's give Jenny Chen a chance to say hello. Ahmad, if you want to say something, go ahead, guys. Say hello, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
Ahmed, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, everybody. How are you?
I'm so fine. So,
Okay,
uh,
that's good.
where do you come from?
I'm from Afghanistan, 19 years old,
Okay.
and
Okay, yes, I got it. So yesterday you joined with us and you talked
it's my
about
pleasure.
you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure also.
Okay.
So let's choose a topic so that Mr. David Bailey can explain us. and we would have a nice lesson.
All right. So, Shinyu-chan, do you want to say something? You got to unmute your mic there if you want to greet everyone real quick before we get started.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello.
hear you. Sound good.
Okay, thank you. It's my first time to use this app, so
Zoom.
Very good.
Yeah.
So welcome. Happy to have you here. Where are you from?
I'm Chinese, but now I'm in France.
Oh, okay. You're in France. Very good.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
place. So
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
doing in France?
Sorry?
What do you do in France?
Yeah. I'm a student, PhD student.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice. So you speak French as well? Are you still
No,
learning?
no. It's my first year in France. So because in this year I want to learn French, but you know the spread of COVID-19. So my plan
Made
is canceled.
everything complicated. Yes, I
Yes.
understand. Okay, all right. So, with no further ado, what do you guys want to talk about? Ahmad said for someone to choose a topic. Do you guys have a preference of something to talk about?
I think you can select a topic there so that we can talk about the topic. This will be better for us.
It will be better to choose a topic, all right?
Yeah.
So there's many topics that we can talk about. Everybody's favorite topic usually revolves around food or around music. But I think for many people, this is not a good time to talk about food, right? Because they are fasting.
Yeah, that's true. We are fasting.
Yeah, so maybe food is not a good topic. But usually in classes, that's what students like to talk about. Everybody's two favorite topics.
Yeah. So, sir, if you don't mind, please teach us how to write a sentence or paragraph in English. We all have some problems.
Okay, all right. So a quick question. Do you know what your level is in English right now?
B1. Yeah,
B1.
B1.
Okay, so you're at level B1. And for you right now at this phase of B1, what is the main difficulty that you face? Like, what's the challenge in writing?
The challenges for me is how to put punctuation marks in appropriate
Punctuation
place.
marks. Okay. All right. So punctuation marks is a good topic to talk about. What punctuation gives you the most difficulty?
The most difficulty, I can't decide whether to put comma after adverb, before adverb, or it is somehow complicated for me.
Okay. All right. So where to put commas because it's
Yeah.
complicated. All right. So
Yeah.
give me a sentence that you would normally put a comma in. Give me an example of a phrase that you're thinking of that would give you a challenge to write and you're not sure where to put the comma.
Yeah. Like I have a sentence from now on, I will learn English to help my people. And I don't know where to put comma. Do I need to put comma after from now on?
Okay, this is good. I'm going to show you my number one favorite tool for writing. It's this little app right here. Can you see it? It's called Grammarly.
Grammarly, yeah.
Yes, it's an excellent tool. Everybody should use Grammarly. Even I use Grammarly because I write a lot and it always corrects my mistakes. It shows you where to put punctuation. So I highly recommend that everyone use Grammarly. So let's just let it load up here for a minute. And
Is that a free?
you can sign up free They have paid options if you want more upgrades, but you can use
Yeah.
it free. Like my account right here is free right now. So this is the
Okay.
free version. So
Okay.
let's talk about, we'll just type commas as the sentence. So go ahead and give us your sentence there. What did you say? Many people?
From now on,
Okay, from now on, let me go back. From now on,
I will help people to learn English.
to learn English. All right, I'm just going to type it here this way. What else?
So that they can improve their communication skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got a couple of mistakes here. You see that automatically Grammarly corrected two things. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Red lines.
red lines tell you there's a mistake. So it tells you what the correction is. English, it needs to be capitalized, right? It says,
Yeah.
it appears that the word English may be a proper noun in this context. Consider capitalizing the word. So if you want to know more, then it gives you some examples. What's incorrect, what's correct. So what did Miss Smith think about that? It needs to be capitalized because Smith is a proper noun. Jesse is fluent in French. French is capitalized because it's a proper noun, right? So for example, Xinyi Chen is studying French, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
we use that in a phrase, Xinyi Chen is studying French, which French would have to be capitalized. And then it says, do you have plans for Christmas Eve? So Christmas Eve is a proper noun as well. So if you want to correct it, you just click on the green button and it corrects it automatically. And then communication, see that it's spelled incorrectly. It says the word communciation is not in our dictionary. So if you're sure the spelling is correct, you can add it to your personal dictionary to prevent future alerts. So for example, if this is a word that's spelled correctly, but it's something not in the dictionary, you just click add to the dictionary and it will be part of your personal dictionary. But obviously it's wrong, so we just click that as well and then fix that up there. So let me check here. They also have a couple of options where they show you, you can adjust your goals. So let's say we want it expert, we want it formal. This doesn't work because we aren't using the paid option. And the intent is to describe. So we'll just click that. Okay, so now it's saying that it needs a closing punctuation, right? So here we have to add a period, right? Period would be your closing pronunciation. So you see what it means, like when it's telling you that it finds additional writing issues, and then you have to pay if you want more options. But that's okay. So that is our sentence. From now on, I will help people to learn English so that they can improve their communication skills. So where would you normally put a comma in here?
From
Isn't
now
comma
on,
possible?
From now on, a comma there.
I think.
Okay. Where else?
I should. There don't necessarily other any commas. It's okay.
You
I
think it's
think.
okay? All right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ahmad? Ahmad? I think Ahmad disappeared. Okay. Shen-Yu-Chen, what do you think?
Hello? Yeah.
Do you have any
From
suggestions? Should we add any more commas?
uh, for this sentence,
Yes.
from from now on, I will help people. I will help people to learn English so that they can improve their communication skills. I think this sentence is well.
Okay. All right. Good. So from now on, I will help people to learn English so that they can improve their communication skills.
skills. Yeah.
All right, very good. So that was a pretty easy sentence. Do you guys have any more difficult sentences? Do you have another sentence that you want to try?
Another sentence.
Give us a more complicated sentence that needs a lot of commas.
Yes, I think maybe we should use a higher vocabulary.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to me.
It's hard, huh?
Yes.
It's interesting because in many languages, for example, like when I learned Portuguese, there's very specific rules for using commas. But what happens is in English, the use of the commas is pretty flexible. A lot of times you use a comma when you want to express a pause in the speech. So sometimes you use a comma not because there's an exact rule, but because you want to, you want to express a pause. So let's take a look here at some of these sites and just see some of the comma rules. And Ahmad disappeared on us. Where did you go, Ahmad? Come on back. All right, so somebody's saying hello from India. Hello, what's going on here? We are just talking in English and we're talking about the rules for comma usage, okay? So, Amalek Khan, go
Yeah.
ahead and read this first paragraph here for us.
Okay, thank you. The comma of all the punctuation marks in English, this one is perhaps the most abused and misused, and it's no wonder. There are lots of rules about comma uses, and often the factors that determine whether you should use one are quite startle. But fear not, below you will find guidance for the trickiest comma questions.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me come back to the right page here. Someone came in the room, so I was trying to make sure. Where'd you go, Vanessa? Come back, Vanessa. Okay, sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button and now everything went wacky here. We'll get our page back. Okay, good. So what it's saying is the factors when we use commas are quite subtle. So fear not, we'll find guidance for the trickiest comma questions. What is a comma? Shinyi Chen, go ahead, read this next sentence here.
Yeah. Sorry. It's oh yes. While a period ends a sentence, a comma indicates a smaller break. Some writers think of a comma as a softer pass.
Pause, yes.
A punctuation mark and separates words, clause, or ideas within a sentence.
Good. All right. So the comma provides a soft pause, a punctuation mark that separates words, clauses, or ideas. Fantastic. So here's a tip. Go ahead, Amalek Khan, read this one.
Okay, thanks again.
Here's a tip right
Comma,
here.
commas can be tricky, but they don't have to you trip you up. I can hear. Okay. Grammarly's writing assistant can help you make sure your punctuation, spelling, and grammar are tip-top on all your favorite websites. Whether you are writing an email, creating a presentation, or just sending quick tweet, Grammarly can help you.
Okay, all right. So here they're telling you to use their app, but the thing I want to point out is where they use the commas. Do you notice they use a comma here, whether you're writing an email, creating a presentation, or just sending a quick tweet? Grammarly can help, okay? So they're saying different things. You're writing an email, you're creating a presentation, you're just sending a quick tweet. So they use 3 commas right there. Did you notice that?
Okay, yeah.
So let's look at comma with subjects and verbs. So with few exceptions, notice a comma. A comma should not separate a subject from its verb. This is incorrect. Go ahead, Shinyi Chen, read this sentence here.
Um, sorry, CLU. My friend. Sorry.
Cleo.
Seal. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful singer.
Okay, so you see it's incorrect to put you don't separate the subject, Cleo, who that's talking about, from the verb is. So this is incorrect, all right? So what happens is writers are often tempted to insert a comma between a subject and verb this way because speakers sometimes pause, right? So remember we said that oftentimes we use a comma to express a pause. So we say, hey, my friend Cleo is a wonderful singer, right? But we can't use a comma to separate the subject and verb. So that's incorrect. So the correct is just my friend Cleo is a wonderful singer, all right? So now we're going to get into some longer or complex subjects. This is incorrect. I will read it here and then I'm going to let Kanyu read the correct one. The things that cause me joy may also call me pain. Okay, so read the correct version here. You notice that it has no comma. Go ahead, I'm going to let Khan.
Okay. The things that cause me joy may also cause me pain.
Okay,
It's correct
all right.
sentence.
So we could put, there's kind of a pause, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to use a comma. That caused me joy, right?
Joy. Yeah.
So between joy and may, which is the verb there, we're not going to put a comma as well. Okay, so these things may also cause me pain. So we've got the subject, the verb, we're not going to use the comma there. This is incorrect. Navigating through snow, sleet, wind, and darkness is a miserable way to travel. So this comma right here is incorrect because we don't separate the subject from the verb, right? So go ahead, Shinyi Chen, read this sentence here. Notice that these commas here are correct. Only this one here is incorrect.
Okay.
Navigating through snow, sleet.
Navigating through slow, sleet, wind, and the darkness. It's a miserable way to travel.
Good. Okay. So you notice we separate snow, we separate sleet, we separate wind, and then we add another one here between wind and darkness. Okay. So those commas are okay, but this one here is we don't use it because there's a verb there. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Good morning. We're talking about commas today. Ahmad, you're back. Welcome back, Ahmad. Okay,
Yes,
so
back.
we're
My
just
connection was
talking
lost.
about the use of commas and incorrect and correct sentences. So another thing here, comma between 2 nouns in a compound subject or object. So we don't separate 2 nouns that appear together as a compound subject or compound object. For example, Cleo and her band, okay? So we're not going to use a comma between the compound noun Cleo and her band. So go ahead, Ahmad, read the sentence there.
Yeah, Cleo and her band will be playing at Dockside Dinner next Friday.
Okay, so we don't use the comma between the subject and the verb, and we don't use the comma between 2 nouns in a compound subject or object. Okay, so you notice that it's incorrect to use the comma here because this is a compound noun. All right, so here we have a comma between red blazer and high heels, which is a compound noun, which is also incorrect. There's no comma there. So go ahead, Vanessa, read this sentence for us.
Cleo will wear a sparkly red blazer and high heels.
Good. Cleo will wear a sparkly red blazer and high
And high.
heels. Fantastic.
That's correct.
So, Ahmad, read this sentence, this paragraph here for us.
Yeah. When a subject or object is made up of two items and the second item is parenthetical, you can set off the second item with commas, one before it and one after it, but you don't need a comma when you're simply listing two items.
Okay. All right. So when it's parenthetical, you can set off the second item with commas, one before, one after, because it's kind of like, it's just an addition there in the sentence. So if you're just listing the two items, you don't need them. Good. So now let's look at comma between two verbs in a compound predicate. All right. So where do we get a compound predicate? Go ahead and read this for us. Whose turn is it? Amal Khan?
Okay. You get a compound predicate when the subject of a sentence is doing more than one thing. In a compound predicate that contains two verbs, don't separate them with a comma.
Okay. So just like we don't use it in a compound noun, we don't use the commas between compound and a compound predicate. For example, sing and play. Okay. It's a compound predicate because Cleo is the subject and we're saying that she will sing and she will play. Okay. So it's a compound predicate of what she's going to do. We do not use a comma there. Go ahead. Shinyi Chen, your turn. Read that sentence there for us.
Okay. Salil will sing and play the banjo.
Banjo. Good.
Banjo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Banjo, for those who don't know, is an instrument. It's like a small guitar and you play it very fast. All right. So this mistake is most common when the predicate is made up of long verb phrases. For example, here we have buy tickets for Cleo's show, but ran out of time. Okay. So we don't use the comma here. Go ahead, Ahmed, your turn.
Yeah, correct one. I meant to buy tickets for Kalu's show, but ran out of time.
Good. So I meant to buy tickets for Cleo's show, but ran out of time. Okay. So this is the verb phrase, so you don't use it.
Sorry, teacher. We have a fanboys coordinate conjunctions. Yeah. Like.
I'm sorry. Repeat again. We have what?
And but. We have coordinate conjunctions.
The coordinate conjunctions, right? You're using
fanboys, yeah.
Okay.
Fanboys, for and but yet and so, and we don't usually use comma after or before a coordinated conjunction. Is that true?
That's a good question. Oftentimes we do, but in this case, they're using this as like a long verb phrase. So they're just like showing why sometimes people would use it and why we don't, why it's incorrect here. So usually, like if you have a compound sentence, for example, like you've got two sentences joined by a conjunction, then you would use the comma. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So sometimes we use it in front of the conjunction, but when it's a verb phrase like this, we don't. So whose turn is it here? Vanessa?
Don't use a comma. Don't use a comma in compound predicates unless there is a chance of misreading.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So just a minute, let me just go over this here real quick. So we don't use it in compound predicates unless there's a chance of misreading. A lot of times, it's funny because if you don't use a comma, it can cause a lot of confusion, right? So I'm trying to think of an example. I saw an example the other day that was really funny where if you don't use the comma, it completely changes the meaning of the sentence. So sometimes you do have to use it. So go ahead and read the sentence there for us, Vanessa.
Cleo spotted the man who entered the diner and waved.
Okay. So what happens if you don't use the comma? You don't know who waved, right? So you say she spotted the man who entered the diner and waved. Who waved? Did Cleo spot the man and wave? Or did Cleo spotted the man who entered and the man waved? You know, so that can be confusing. So even though you don't normally use it in compound predicates, sometimes you have to just so that it doesn't cause confusion. All right. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? So what it's saying here in the sentence above, you need the comma to make clear that it was Cleo who waved and not the man. Because otherwise it sounds like the man who entered the diner and waved, right? So the man came in, the man waved, but it's not. It's Cleo who spotted the man and waved. Okay, so that's where the difference is there. So it's just making it clear who waved. All right, does this make sense?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to continue talking about commas or do you want to continue talking about something else? It's up to you guys. We're just here to talk free conversation. So, Ahmad? Ahmad, is this good
Yeah,
about
I'm
your
here.
commas or do you want more? Do you want to continue?
No. No, it's finished. Yes, sir. I
Okay.
found where to put commas. It's great.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, there's lots of rules, you know. You can just read through here later. I'm going to post the link.
Yeah, I found my path.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot of times it's just learning the subtle nuances. So I will post the link here in the chat so that way you guys can read more about it later. Let's just run through it. So it talks about commas after introductory phrases, commas within a comparison, commas with interrupters or parenthetical elements, comma with question tags, comma with direct address, comma with a positive, right? So we use a comma in a lot of places, comma between coordinate adjectives, comma before but, right? This was, I think, your question, Ahmad, about using them with conjunctions, comma before
Yes.
and, comma with list, the serial comma, which is the Oxford comma. Some people like to use the Oxford comma, some people don't. Comma separating verb and its object, comma with non-restrictive clause, with restrictive clauses, correlative conjunctions, direct quote, and attributive. See, there's a lot of things to talk about comma. So we could make a whole series talking about comma. So, you know, it's just a lot of times if you use Grammarly and you use it for your corrections, it'll help you know where to put your commas correctly. Does that help, Ahmad?
Yes, it's great, teacher. And I
Okay,
knew a
all
lot about
right.
commas.
Yeah, commas are a great topic. They confuse even native speakers. Even native speakers, when they go to school, you know, they're in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they have to study all the grammar. They get confused about commas. So, all right, very good. More questions. What do you guys want to talk about now then? Remember, free conversation. We're just here to talk. You guys can talk. I'm doing too much talking. I want to hear you guys talking more.
Maybe, sir. Hello, sir.
Hey.
Maybe sometimes you need to also discuss the use of the what do you call this? Apostrophe.
The
The
apostrophe.
yes,
Apostrophe
apostrophe
is a
because
good topic. When to use the apostrophe.
the use of the apostrophe. So
Uh-huh.
that's also an interesting topic to be
It's an
discussed.
interesting topic. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So tell us what you know about the apostrophe, Vanessa.
Apostrophe. Example, you're welcome. Sometimes the spelling of the others are Y-O-U-R.
Uh-huh.
Y-O-U-R, right?
Right.
But the correct is your Y-O-U apostrophe R and E. So
Uh-huh.
your the meaning is different if you use Y-O-U-R and if you use Y-O-U apostrophe R and E.
Yes, very good. So what do you call this? Who knows what we call it when we use an apostrophe to shorten the word?
To short, that is
Abbreviation.
what as contraction.
A contraction, exactly. We use the apostrophe to make contractions in the word. Very good.
Yes.
All right. That's a good time to use the apostrophe. All right. So continuing on, guys, we can do more videos about grammar stuff, commas, apostrophes, but right now in these videos, I just want to hear you guys talking, okay? So this is your time to speak. Otherwise, I can just record a video and you guys listen to me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So can we
Okay.
choose a topic to talk about?
You want me to choose a topic to talk about? What do you like to talk about, Ahmad, when you're with your friends?
We talk generally about society, about people, like asking questions. Does a society change the people, or people change a society? This kind
That's
of
a good
question.
question. Are you a
And
philosopher?
no, I'm not, but I'm trying to be.
You want to be. This is good.
Yeah.
All right. So ask your question to the group. Let's hear their opinion.
So does a society change the people, or people change a society?
What do you think, Shinyi Chen?
People changes society.
Yeah,
Amen.
I think so.
Mm, yes. Because we are the one who are acting in the in our country.
Mhm.
Basically, people change the society, I think.
All right. Ahmad, tell us your
But
thoughts. What do you and your friends say about this?
so in some cases, society changes the people. Like, imagine a child that is newborn. He borns in Afghanistan. He's Muslim, but if he borns in United States of America, he will be in another religion, and so it means that society also changes people.
Okay, so you're talking about like the influence that culture and other people have on the individuals, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the influences, yes, that makes sense.
And what's your opinion, sir?
Okay. I think it goes both ways, you know. I think this is an interesting topic because, for example, obviously there is a strong influence of culture, you know,
Yeah.
so depending where you grow up, that culture influences you, your environment, society, and obviously that molds you. But at the same time, we have people, you know, throughout history who rise up, people who are game changers, you know, and they change the direction of society, right? So sometimes they can change things for good, and other times they change things for bad, you know? So I think there's a balance there between the influence that society has on the individual and individuals who can bring about changes in society. That's my opinion. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Yeah, we
Yes.
agree.
Okay, you can disagree, it's no problem. So, Shinyi Chen, what do you think? Let's hear Shinyi's opinion.
Sorry. In France, the website is it's very slow, so I can't didn't catch you and you guys.
Okay, no problem. So we're just talking about whether society changes people or people change society.
It's
Have you ever
like
thought about this? Do you have an opinion?
in the quotation, tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are.
Yes.
Meaning, yes, it's quite related to that quotation. Meaning to say, society has a big impact to our personality based on our
Yes.
culture, traditions, what we do, or what we see in the other people that surround us. It has a big effect to us.
Hmm. Did you ever hear the expression birds of a feather flock together?
quite similar.
This
Birds
is
of the same
the
feather.
English expression. Birds of a feather flock together. It means like ducks stay with ducks, eagles stay with eagles. You know, the birds they fly together with
And then the fruit of the fruit of the mango tree is also the fruit of the mango tree start from the mango tree,
right,
right?
right. Uh-huh. Yes.
It's a proverb
Yes.
also, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Proverb, exactly. A saying that people use. All right, so
That's
that was
why
a good question, Ahmad. Let's go ahead and let someone else choose a topic to talk about. Unless someone
Uh,
else has an opinion about that, or do you guys want to switch topics? We'll
I have
choose
a
different
question
topics. Okay, go ahead.
um, for everyone. If you have a chance to to make a tour, then at first, where the place you want to go there after this pandemic virus?
Okay, good question. So after the virus is over and we can travel again, where
Yeah,
would everyone like to go?
at first.
Okay, that is a good question. Hang on just a second. A lot of people are asking here how to join. They keep saying, David, pick me, but they're not in the Zoom meeting. So remember, if you're not in Zoom, you have to come and join us. You have to download Zoom and then click the link here so you can come join us. It's in the Facebook group Learn English Like a Maven. So you click this link and you can come into the group to chat with us. Okay. So you got to be here in this group so that you can speak. All right. So that way I can pick you. Okay. So go ahead. Who wants to answer Amalekan's question? Where would you like to go after the coronavirus is over? Where's the first place you want to travel to? Anybody can answer. It's not a trick question.
I want to buy cake.
You want to buy cake. You just want to go down
Yes.
the street to the bakery and buy a cake.
I want to buy sweets. That's all. I'm craving for sweets.
Okay. All right. I think Amalekan, you were saying like travel to another place, another country. Is that your question? Or just like
At,
where we want to go after like around our city? Just so we understand
Uh,
the question. What were you thinking?
I just mean to the after coronavirus, if anyone get the chance to travel anywhere, what would be the first place to go to
Okay.
travel?
All right. So that could be like
okay.
to travel, to make a
To
trip to
travel.
another place.
Yes. I
Yes.
Yeah,
want to go to the sea because it's very hot here in the Philippines. I want to go to the sea and enjoy the sceneries.
Uh-huh. How far is the sea from you? Where's the closest
Uh,
beach?
maybe 140 kilometers.
Okay, so it's far, huh?
140 kilometers. Yes, it's super from here,
Uh-huh.
but it's enjoyable.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right.
What
Good
about
place to go. Go to the beach.
yes?
Jenny, where would you like to go?
Yeah. Um, I want to travel all France and Germany, Italy, and maybe or Europe.
Uh-huh. That's good because you're right there in France, so you can travel all over around there, huh?
Yeah, yes, because it's very comfortable, and sorry, but if I have enough time, I have to go with my friends.
Uh-huh. That's good. If you have
Yes.
friends there, better yet, because then you already have a place to someone to see, a place to stay, people to visit.
Yes.
Sometimes people travel, but they don't know anybody. They just go like tourists, you know? So if you already
Yes.
have friends, people who can show you around, introduce you, they're locals, it's much better. So this is awesome.
And I can travel all the Europe by sorry by car. I rent a car and with my friends. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh yeah. I want to rent a car and drive to drive it and with my friends.
Hello, Sir
Uh,
Chen. Hello, Sir Chen. Where are you from, sir?
yeah.
What's your
She's asking
country?
where you're from.
What's your
Oh,
country?
I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you are from Japan because of your face, your physical appearance. Another place that I want to travel is in Japan
Japan.
because yes, it's a beautiful country. And according to the some of the news that I heard is Japan is or the people in Japan have a discipline, and then from up to grade 3 they are they are learning about the behavior on how you act in your country. That's why I want to travel Japan, and the cleanest country for me is Japan.
All right, good. So Shinyi Chen wants to go around Europe. Vanessa wants to go to Japan. And Ahmad, where would you like to go after the coronavirus is over?
Yeah, this is a good question. So, based on our country, that our country is mountainous, and we don't have any river in our country to go into a beach or river. So, and I am addicted in sports, so I will go on mountain climbing, and I love to climb in mountain because it usually improves your physical activity, and also it is the heaviest kind of a sport that you can do.
All right, good. So you want to go mountain climbing like those guys who climb straight up, or you want to like go up Mount Everest or those really, really big mountains?
No, no, they are dangerous. We are just
They're
going on a
dangerous.
very simple mountain climbing.
Okay, simple mountain climbing. All right. Okay, good. So, Amalakan, how about you? You're the
Yeah.
one that asked the question. Where do you want to go?
Okay. I just made up. I thought after coronavirus, I will go Sundarban. It's Bangladeshi place. As you, I don't know, you know it.
I don't know this
It's
place.
okay Sundarban with some 400 kilometers away from my place. Okay, it's a forest.
Uh huh.
Okay, so it will be a adventure tour for me.
All right. So, what do you do there? Like, you go camping, you go hunting, it's just to walk in the forest. What kind of things do you do there?
Okay, for not for hunting because it's forbidden from
Uh huh.
government. That's for see the place, beautiful place, and
It's
there's
like nature. You're in the
nature,
outdoors.
right?
Uh
Exactly.
huh. Okay. Good. Good. Very nice.
And of
Sounds
course, by motorcycle riding.
okay. Good. Do you have a
There's
motorcycle?
yeah, I
Yes.
have.
Nice.
I'm
Do you
so
wear the
excited.
black leather
Yes,
jacket? You're like those big old Harley riders, you know, those guys who ride
yes. I,
motorcycles with the big beard.
I
Okay, you can see it's a helmet. Can you hear? See?
I
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. We see your helmet.
uh, yes. I'm also
Okay.
fan of riding in a motorcycle.
Really, Vanessa? You have a motorcycle too?
Yes,
Nice.
yes. I go to the other places using my
Uh-huh.
motorcycle.
Uh-huh. Good,
It's
good.
quite scary. It's quite scary because there are many cars, many
Uh-huh.
buses, but you need to be careful.
Yes. You have to be
You
very
need to be
careful when you
careful.
ride
You need
on
to
a
use
motorcycle.
you need to use helmet and other things
Uh-huh.
to protect
Gloves,
you.
shoes.
Gloves, yes.
Uh, I put safety first actually for riding
Yes.
motorcycle.
Uh-huh. That's true. You gotta can't be too careful on a motorcycle. How about you, Shin Chen? Do you have a motorcycle? Do you like to ride motorcycles?
Motor motorcycle.
Yes.
Uh, Sorry, I don't know what is the motorcycle.
Bicycle,
Motorcycle
sir.
is a vehicle with two wheels, like a bicycle, but it has a
Bicycle.
motor.
Ah, yeah. Oh, because I didn't use it. So I didn't have more comments about it, about it.
Okay. Not many there
Yeah,
in the UK. All right. How
yeah.
about you, Ahmad?
I only I just say many people in the street yeah, use it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But
Yeah,
you've never ridden on one yet.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. You'll have to try it out. You'll
Do you
like it.
already the did you experience to have an accident using motorcycle, Sir Malik?
Sorry?
Sir Sir Malik, uh, did you experience accident in
Yeah,
using
yeah,
motorcycle?
yes, yes.
Everybody on a motorcycle has an accident, right? My uncle used to
Yes.
say there's only two types of motorcycle riders: the ones who already had a motorcycle accident and the ones who haven't yet had a motorcycle accident. But they're going to have one eventually. If you ride a motorcycle,
You need to be ready in accident.
you got to be ready. Yes, you have to be very,
Yes.
very careful.
You need to be ready.
Uh,
I
Ahmad, how
think
about you? You're quiet there.
So
Have you ever ridden a
yeah, I'm
motorcycle?
hearing. I don't have bicycle, no, nor do I have motorcycles, and I usually use my foot as a mean of transportation, and I go everywhere by my foot. But we have car, and I love
Uh-huh.
to ride car, and it is safe. And also, my mom won't let me to ride motorcycle,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate the sound
Yes.
of motorcycle.
It it is safer to use car rather than motorcycle.
Yes, car
Yes.
is good. It is safe.
Yes.
yeah, yeah, safe.
Safety is important.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Okay, guys,
Yes.
very good. Our time is almost up. We've got about 5 minutes left here, and then I've got to run and go do some other stuff. So we'll take any final comments.
Mm.
Give me your feedback. Do you guys like these kind of conversation sessions? Do you have suggestions for making them better? What would you like us to do in future classes?
Sir, I want to talk first. When I enter in your group, this is my opportunity to tell you. When I join in the group, Learning Like a Maven, I just want to develop the understanding of the other accent because I
Uh-huh.
don't know yes, when they are talking to me, I don't understand what are they saying because of their accent.
Mm-hmm.
But because of this group chat or group conversation like I this time I can easily understand the accent of the other people in the other country
Mm-hmm.
because there
Yeah.
are so many countries joining in learning like a maiden, and
Many people
I'm
from
so
all
proud.
over.
Yes, I'm so proud that I joined in this group,
Yes.
because you
I'm
are
happy you're
also
here
a
too.
yes, thank you. You are also a great uh, teacher, and we learn a lot from you. For that, thank you.
Alrighty, you're welcome. I'm very happy to help. I'm happy you all are here. It's amazing, people from all over the world excuse me, so you can talk and learn different accents and help each other and
Yes.
improve. So this is great. Okay, anybody else have any final
Yes,
comments
Yeah.
before we say goodbye?
yes. I think I agree with Vanessa. Yes, but I want to add something else. That is, would be happy, especially I will be glad if this kind of session will be regular. And Dave, Mr. Dave, you are so kind of, because every day you talk with us from different corner of the world. And I also agree with Vanessa because basically I don't understand before the European accent like Jean Shen or some other Portuguese, Italian, French. But nowadays, for these facilities via these sessions, I can understand something more. So special thanks to Dave Bailey.
All righty, you're welcome. I'm
Sir
happy it's
Dave.
helping. Okay. Yesterday we did something different. Remember, we broke out into different rooms.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
joined
that's
yesterday.
that's so beneficial.
You
I
like
think so
that?
Yes,
You
yes,
think
important.
we should do that
Yeah,
more?
yes.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
I
beneficial
like.
also for me.
Okay.
That's
All
also
righty.
beneficial for me.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. We can do more of that too. Ahmad,
Yes.
you have any final words? Anything you want to say?
So first of all, it is a very good experience for us in order to learn and enhance our English and to omit your English to us and duplicate from your accent. And it's a pleasure for us. And next, the guys here are awesome characters, as I see. They're good in English, and also they're trying to improve their English, and so that it influences us too. And we are happy to have you, and we want you to continue these sessions and lessons.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate you being here too. Shinny Chen, do you have any final words? Anything you want to say? Suggestions, comments, feedback?
Okay. Okay. First, thank you, sir. It's my first time to take part in your conference, but I think it's very good. It's very helpful for me, and I want to continue to with you to improve my oral English in the coming the coming days, the coming months, and the coming years.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well,
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
happy you joined us here. Welcome for your first session, and I hope you come back many more times so we can talk more. So, what I'll do based on what you guys were saying in our next sessions, I will choose some topics, bring some questions to make it easier. Because I know, like, when I ask you, what do you want to talk about? Everybody's like,
Yes.
nobody knows, there's lots of ideas.
Nobody's.
Sometimes it's overwhelming. So, I'll choose some topics, I'll bring some questions, I'll send you some links. We can talk about it in the group. I will post like a link today where you can talk about the what you want to see, what you want to discuss in the next class, and then you guys can
Yes,
leave some
that's good.
comments and we can discuss the ideas, and we'll do some more breakout rooms so you guys can talk with each other and continue helping you improve your English. All right. So,
Yeah.
with no further ado, we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Appreciate you all being
Thank you
here. You
very
have a
much.
great day, a
Goodbye.
good night,
Great day. Have a nice
wherever
Goodbye,
you
day.
are.
sir. Thank
Alrighty.
you.
You're welcome. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
sir.
See y'all later.